There is a word that gets used a lot when people talk about dogs. Bonded. Your dog is bonded to you. It is a warm word. A real one. And it describes something genuinely beautiful. But there is a word that goes deeper than bonded. Quieter than it. And far more profound. Imprinting. Imprinting is when your dog has not just chosen to love you, but when their entire nervous system has chosen you as its fixed point. The biological anchor everything else in their world organizes itself around. Most owners never realize it is happening. Because it does not announce itself. It does not look dramatic. It happens slowly, invisibly, across thousands of ordinary moments. These are the 7 signs your dog has imprinted on you. We are saving the most significant one for last, because it is the one most owners misread completely. Sign 1, they sleep against you, not just near you. Think about where your dog actually sleeps. Not where you put the bed. Where they choose to be when no one is directing them. Because here is what most owners miss entirely. A dog looking for warmth will find warmth. They are remarkably resourceful. The patch of floor where afternoon sun held its heat. The sofa cushion that stayed warm long after you stood up. Warmth is never the reason they come to you. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. Every survival instinct built into a dog across thousands of years of evolution carries the same message: sleep is when danger finds you. Sleep is when you cannot run. Sleep is when you have no defenses at all. And yet a dog who has imprinted on you will walk past every warm, safe, hidden corner in your home and come to sleep against you. Not near you. Against you. A paw resting on your leg. Their back pressed into your side. Their weight settled across your feet. That contact is deliberate. It is not accidental closeness. You are not the warm option. You are the safe one. And that distinction is everything. Sign 2, they mirror your emotions before you have shown them. You are having a hard day. You have not said a word about it. You have not cried. Nothing in your routine has changed in any way a human in the room would notice. And your dog is already pressed against you. Quieter than usual. Watching you differently. This is not coincidence. And it is not the kind of sensitivity that develops between any dog and any person over time. In 2015, researchers in Japan published findings in the journal Science showing that prolonged mutual gaze between dogs and their owners triggered a measurable rise in oxytocin in both, the same hormonal response that underlies maternal bonding in humans. But their broader findings went further. Dogs who had formed deep attachment bonds showed a unique ability to read subtle physiological shifts in their owner, changes in scent, breathing pattern, and posture that preceded any visible emotional expression. Your dog is not reacting to what you are showing them. They are reading what your body has already decided before your face has caught up. A dog that is simply fond of you will notice when you are visibly upset. A dog that has imprinted on you notices something is wrong before you have decided it is. Sign 3, they look at your face first, before reacting to anything. Something unexpected happens. A loud noise outside. An unfamiliar person at the door. A sudden movement across the room. Every instinct in your dog fires at once. And in that split second, before they bark, before they run, before they do anything, they look at your face. Not at the thing that startled them. At you. This is called emotional referencing. And it is one of the most well-documented behavioral markers of a secure imprinted bond between a dog and a specific human. Your dog is not looking to you for permission. They are doing something more sophisticated. They are reading your micro-expressions, the tension around your eyes, the set of your jaw, the shift in your breathing, to calibrate their own response to whatever just happened. If your face is calm, their alarm dials back. If your face carries tension, they escalate. Dogs do not do this with people they are simply comfortable around. They do it with the one individual their brain has identified as the most reliable source of information about whether the world is safe. The fact that your dog's first instinct, in the moments that matter most, is to find your face. That is imprinting made visible. Sign 4. They respond to you differently than anyone else. Someone else calls their name. They glance over. You call their name and they are already moving before the second syllable has left your mouth. You walk into a room where your dog is settled. Their head lifts. Their tail moves differently, looser, more immediate, more complete than it does when anyone else enters. This selectivity is not training. It is not about who feeds them most or walks them most often. Imprinting produces a specific neurological response to one individual that simply does not replicate itself with anyone else, regardless of how familiar those others are. A dog who likes everyone in the household will respond warmly to everyone. A dog who has imprinted will respond to you in a way that is categorically different. Faster. More physical. More total. Watch your dog's body the next time you walk into a room after even 10 minutes away. That full body looseness. The tail that moves the entire rear end with it. The immediate orientation directly toward you. That is their nervous system recognizing its anchor. Sign 5. They move before you do. There is a difference between a dog who follows you around the house and a dog who has imprinted on you. Both might end up in the same room. But the reason is completely different. A dog falling out of routine or general attachment will eventually notice you have moved and wander after you. An imprinted dog is already moving before you have fully stood up. They have been reading you, your shifts in posture, the specific way your weight redistributes before you rise, the micro movements your body broadcasts without your awareness. And they have predicted your movement before it has happened. They are not following you. They are staying ahead of you. This predictive tracking is one of the most remarkable features of a true imprinted bond. Your dog has spent so much time studying you. The sequences that precede your actions, the patterns your body sends out, that they have built an internal map of you more detailed than any other being in your life carries. And that map keeps them oriented toward you even before you have given them anything to follow. Sign 6. They seek physical contact for no reason. No food nearby. No excitement in the room. Nothing has just happened that would logically prompt closeness. And your dog comes and presses against you anyway. The lean into your leg. The paw placed on your knee without any ask. The head rested on your lap in the middle of an ordinary afternoon when nothing is happening and nothing is being offered. People almost always assume this means their dog wants something, attention, a walk, play. But a dog who has imprinted initiates contact in moments of complete ordinariness. When nothing is on offer and nothing is being asked for. Research studying co-regulation in dogs, the way a trusted human presence physiologically calms a dog's internal state, found that this kind of unprompted physical contact is one of the most reliable indicators of deep attachment. The dog is not performing closeness. Their body is seeking regulation. And you are the only source of it that works completely. Sign 7. They check back to you in open space without being called. This is the quietest sign on the list. And in many ways the most profound. You are at the park. The lead is off. Your dog is 20 meters away, nose down, completely absorbed in something you cannot see or smell. And then, without being called, without any prompt from you, they look back. Just a glance. Just long enough to find you. And then back to what they were doing. This is called the secure base check-in. And it is the single most consistent behavioral marker that distinguishes an imprinted dog from a dog who is simply well attached. The behavior was first documented in studies of human infant attachment, the way a toddler will glance back at their caregiver mid-play, not because they need anything, but because that presence is the condition that makes exploration feel safe at all. Remove the caregiver, and the child stops exploring. The exact same pattern has been documented in dogs who have imprinted on a specific human. That voluntary glance back, when no one called them, when nothing happened, is your dog confirming you are still there. Not out of anxiety. Not seeking permission. But because you are their fixed point. And a fixed point needs to be confirmed, periodically, just to keep everything else feeling navigable. That glance is your dog telling you something that has no words in their language. You are the reason the world feels safe enough to explore. I just needed to make sure you were still there. Imprinting is not something you pursue or manufacture. It is not a reward for perfect training or the result of any single decision you made. It happens slowly, invisibly, across thousands of ordinary moments in which your dog's brain quietly updated its understanding of who you are and what your presence means. Every time you were calm when their world felt uncertain. Every time you were consistent when nothing required you to be. Every time you were simply there, in the unremarkable, everyday way that ends up meaning everything. You built something in your dog that most owners never even realize exists. Not just love. Not just loyalty. A fixed point. If this gave you a new way of seeing your dog, or one moment that made you stop and think, hit like, drop a comment telling us which sign surprised you most, and subscribe to channel. Every week we go deeper into the bond between you and the most loyal animal that has ever chosen a human.